Previously on Billy the Kid.
Why are you staring at me?
Thought I recognized you was all.
What's your name?
I'm Pat Garrett. I'm riding with a good friend of yours.
Last time I saw Jesse, things weren't too good between us. Hello, Jesse.
I'm real glad to see you, Billy.
We made the papers, boys. A recent shootout between the Seven Rivers Gang and some of Chisholm's cowboys resulted in the deaths of 5 men.
Why'd you have to run? You killed people like me.
Including a lad of 17.
You're getting pretty famous now. Your face is in a lot of places. People talk about you.
That don't mean nothing to me. I sure as hell don't want to be famous for killing people.
Boys, allow me to introduce a very old friend of mine, Frank Baker.
The plan, boys, is for us to head on into Lincoln County. There's a big player in Lincoln. His name's Lawrence P. Murphy. He wants to protect this operation, and that's where we come in. And Billy, we'll make sure you get the biggest slice of the cake when it comes down to remuneration.
Wait a minute there.
If people want my services, they're gonna have to pay for it.
Tengo un mensaje para usted de Melquiades Segura. Está en la cárcel.
We're setting out for Lincoln. It's all arranged.
I'll meet you there.
Billy, you came?
I had to. You're in here because of me.
I'm gonna miss you.
Siempre, hermanos.
Ándale, vámonos.
Billy, boys.
Hey, Billy. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
How'd the rescue mission go?
I got him out. That's all that matters.
Oh, look who's here. There he is.
Frank?
Sight for sore eyes.
Hey, Billy, listen. We got a really good thing going here. Frank was right. This guy Murphy, he owns a big store in Lincoln. But, a whole lot more than that.
Yep. I told him about you. He's already heard about you. And he wants a meeting with you.
Okay.
You got a couple guys working for him, really, running the operation there. It's Johnny Riley and Jim Dolan. A couple smart fellas. They got a company called The House, and they run it out of Murphy's store. That's where they all want to meet you.
So when do I get to meet him?
Howdy.
Come in.
Jesse, Frank.
Mr. Murphy.
Great to see you again. So you're Billy the Kid?
Yes, sir, I am.
Well, Billy, I want to say it is a great honor to finally meet you in the flesh. Great honor.
Why's that?
Why is that, he says? You've a reputation. From where I'm standing, it is a great reputation. You know how to look after yourself. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for tough people who can take on any challenge. You aren't afraid to take on new challenges. Am I right in saying that, son?
I guess so.
Of course I'm right. You're an Irishman. Just like me. Just like my partners here. Johnny Riley, Jim Dolan. Say hello, boys.
It's nice to meet you.
Now, Billy, I don't know what these lads have told you, but we pay well here for a job well done.
An important aspect of your work will be to enforce our business interests.
You may have seen this new store down at the end of the street. This fellow Tunstall, he's brought in a herd of cattle and he's already grabbing land and hiring cowboys.
And we need that to stop.
You see, what you need to understand here, Billy, is that this is my kingdom. My kingdom. I founded it and I built it up from nothing. So I'll be damned if I'm gonna let a stranger, let alone some prick Englishman, take it away from me. That's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen! As long as you're around, Billy. That's for sure, hey? So, here's to our new partnership. You, Jesse, and your friends are all welcome additions to the house. I sincerely hope that this ongoing partnership reaches all of us. Yeah? Here's to you. Hey, Billy.
Jesse, smell off to you?
Hey! What the hell are you doing?
You know where Mr. Tunstall is? I'd like to have a word.
Mr. Tunstall is currently in Santa Fe, buying stock.
This grain smells musty. Must have got damp.
Everything here is piss poor. Not like Mr. Murphy's.
I can assure you, sir, that everything here is of the same quality as that sold in Mr. Murphy's store.
Don't be smart with me, boy.
Hey. We're done here.
You tell Mr. Tunstall we'll be back. So fucking polite, Billy.
Yep. You're an ass. What is that?
Ah, that's him, all right. The turncoat McSween. That's probably his new wife.
I just can't believe he came back. Thought he was gone forever. Keanu, where the fuck does he think he is, New Orleans?
I don't think that man's coming back into town just to play the piano.
¿Qué se les ofrece?
Estamos aquí de parte del señor Murphy.
What you owing me? We're just checking up. Heard a man named John Tunstall owns a store in Lincoln. Been collecting grain notes from farmers. You signed such a note?
See.
You're breaking your sworn agreement with Mr. Murphy. You owe him your grain.
Tienes un acuerdo firmado con el señor Murphy. No lo puedes romper.
El nuevo gringo ese, Tunstall, me ofreció más dinero por mi cosecha. El señor Murphy me estaba engañando.
What's he saying?
He's saying Murphy cheats them.
Listen to me, you fucking Mexican.
Hey, Jesse.
You're gonna honor your agreement to Mr. Murphy. The one that you signed. Well, we're coming back here. Nod your fucking head, you understand?
Come on, Jesse. You understand? You made your point.
So why did you guys want a meeting?
Well, I think it's about time we tell you the truth there, Lawrence. And the truth is that the house is in deep trouble. This fellow Tunstall, he's real competition. He's hurting us and he's taking our business.
The fact is, we've plunged deep into debt. Now, we bought the firm from you in good faith, but you gave us no indication how bad things were getting. We've signed notes for over $12,000 just to keep the business going.
And as it stands, we haven't got a hope in hell in paying him off.
Now, we've heard rumours that Tunstall has hired McSween, the lawyer that used to work for you. Now, if that's true, things just got a whole lot more difficult for all of us, because the last thing that we need is the law sniffing around.
Listen. Listen to me. You both know that I have friends in high places. No one is gonna foreclose on us. No one. And no one is gonna outgun us. Yeah?
Right.
Who? That looks like some of Tunstall's boys right there. That fella right up front there. That's George Coe. He's a farmer signed up with Tunstall.
What are they doing this side of the valley?
See if we go talk to him.
You George Coe?
I am. I believe you're Jesse Evans. What can I do for you?
Well, you can clear out of here for a start.
I thought this was a free country. I told you that, boy.
We don't want to see you within 5 miles of a cattle or a grain store. We're interfering with our farmers. Yeah, that's right. We know your game.
Mr. Tunstall's got legitimate business interests here. You have no right trying to prevent us from pursuing them.
Just as I do.
Is that a threat? Threatening us? You are!
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna
Nobody's threatening anybody.
What are you gonna do?
Are they, Jesse? We're just here to protect Mr. Murphy's interests, same as you all are doing for your boss. That's all.
Who are you?
I'm Billy. Ah! Come on, boys!
What's this about?
We hired you boys to send a message to the people around here because our business is nowhere near as healthy as we need it to be. But Tunstall is still buying off our farmers and undercutting us. We need it to stop. Now. These Mexican farmers think we won't do anything about them breaking our deals. They think our deals are just worthless pieces of paper.
I spoke to one of those Mexican farmers just the other day.
I know. And it made no difference. They're still intent on selling the grain to Tunstall. You need to show them that we mean business. That's what we're paying you for. Do you understand that?
I do, yes, Mr. Riley. You can trust us.
I knew we understood each other. Otherwise, I'd be worried that I'd have to rethink having hired you and your expensive friend Billy. Now, let's go enjoy Mr. Murphy's generous hospitality. There he is. Billy! Come here. I would like to introduce you to my wife. Honey, this is the fella I was telling you about. This is Billy the Kid. Billy belongs to the house now. This is Irene.
Howdy.
So you're a cowboy, are you?
Oh, he's an outlaw, baby. This man's wanted for murder.
Well, it sure is nice to meet such a handsome outlaw.
Billy?
This is a bit of fun?
Sure.
Who's that? Yeah, that's the local sheriff. District court judge. How about him? The colonel. He's from the fort. Murphy has important friends.
Hey, Billy. We've set up a little fun thing for you to do. See, everyone here, they want to see what you can do with a gun. They've all heard the stories. Murphy thinks it would be a great idea for you to give them all a little, you know, a demonstration.
Yeah? No.
Okay, Billy. I see you don't understand how this works. We're paying you a whole lot of money. So if we ask you to do something small for us in return, we expect you'll do it. Now come this way.
I don't feel like doing that.
Come, Jimmy.
Billy. drink that whiskey. And just remember who you are. You're special. You're different. There's no one here in this room, in this county, who's got the reputation that you've got. So, we need you to show us just a little of how good you are. That's all. That's all we're asking. It's just a little bit of a demonstration for all our friends. You can do that for us, yes?
And if you agree there, Billy,
I'll get you a little gift. It's brand new. Very expensive. We think you're gonna like it.
it's a double action. Come on, everyone outside. We got a little treat for you, huh?
Ladies and gentlemen, our friend Billy here is going to demonstrate his gifts as a gunslinger. And the reason why we hired him to protect all of our interests, yeah? Come on, Billy.
I told you not to sell grain to Tunstall, right? You have a contract with us. Fucking Mexican.
Dice que te dijo que no le vendieras grano a Tunstall, porque tienes acuerdo con nosotros.
Le tengo que vender a Tunstall. Si no, no hago dinero. Y sin dinero, no le puedo dar de comer a mi familia.
Says if he stops selling to Tunstall, he can't afford to feed his family.
Oh, is that right, Billy?
¿Por qué te quedas callado?
What the hell? What are you doing?
I'm talking, all right? I warned you.
Mr. Murphy wants you to stop selling grain to Tunstall.
Right now. Got that? Otherwise, we're gonna torch your farm. And we'll run you off the territory. Got that?
This is my home.
I will never leave! No! Pat, put it away! No, don't shoot!
¡Déjame! ¡Váyanse! ¡Váyanse! ¡Malditos bastardos! ¡A la chingada! ¡Que se vayan! ¡Asesinos!
Fuck you! Billy, these people, they don't mean anything. Get up! Ha! Ha!
Hey there, Charlie.
Hey, George. What brings you up here?
First of all, I wanted to congratulate you on your marriage.
Manuela's inside if you want to meet her.
No, I'm here.
Manuela, meet Mr. George Coe. He farms with his brother on the other side of the valley. George, meet Mrs. Beaudry.
It's a pleasure, Mrs. Beaudry.
You can call me Manuela if you're a friend of Charlie's.
Well, I wish I was here for a friendly visit, but I'm here because we got trouble. I'm talking about the war that's brewing. The war between Murphy and Tunstall.
You really think it'll come to that, George?
It looks that way to me. Yeah, both sides are hiring guns. Murphy just put the Seven Rivers gang on his payroll.
Well, okay, Murphy's hiring killers. What's that to me, George? You work for Tunstall. I don't.
Forgive me. I'm afraid we're already involved, Charlie. Murphy has already started putting pressures on us farmers. They're only offering us half the price now for our cattle. How can we survive like that?
Would you consider coming in with us? Maybe if we get enough guns, Murphy will back off. I wouldn't ask if we weren't desperate, Charlie.
George, I just can't do it. We've got a baby on the way.
Riders coming in! Get up. You got company. Get up. What can we do for you, gentlemen?
We're sheriff's deputies. Been sent here by Sheriff Brady. He wants to talk to a person here about the recent murder of a Mexican farmer.
Which person exactly?
His name is Pat Garrett.
That's me. You arresting me?
No. Sheriff Brady just wants to talk to you.
Okay. I'll come with you. I'll get on my horse.
Mr. Garrett, I'm Sheriff Brady. I want to thank you for agreeing to come in today to talk to me.
Can't say it's exactly a pleasure, Sheriff, but I don't mind.
We have witnesses to say that you were present when the farmer Manuel Garcia was shot and killed. Why were you there?
Major Murphy, our boss, told me, Jesse Evans, and Billy Antrim to go up there, try to persuade Garcia, whatever his name was, to stop cheating on him. He'd been double-crossing him with this English fella, John Tunstall.
So why was he shot?
We were just trying to persuade him. When suddenly he got angry, said some stuff in Spanish, pointed his gun right at Jesse. I had no alternative but to shoot him. Otherwise, he would have killed Jesse. Probably me too.
So it was self-defense.
What else could it be, Sheriff? Can I go now?
Unfortunately not. We have a real large Hispanic community here in Lincoln, and they're real riled up over this shooting. I need to avoid trouble if I can.
You should speak to Mr. Murphy.
You be sure I'll be talking to him, but in the meantime, enough to lock you up here. Hope it's only for the one night, but under the circumstances, there's really nothing else I can do.
Give me a bottle of whiskey and some cigars, would you?
Sure.
George, I'm with you now, no matter what comes. Manuela's poor sister. I never thought this could happen.
Levántanos de la oscuridad de esta pena a la paz y la luz de tu presencia. Amén.
Animal, diablo. Es él. Él estaba ahí. Fue uno de los que mató a mi Manuel. ¡Asesinos! ¡Lárgate de aquí! ¡Que te largue!
No.
Vine a dar el pésame. No debieron disparar a Manuel. No estuvo bien lo que pasó. Y lo lamento mucho.
Ve con Dios, hijo mío. Vamos, hermanas y hermanos. Vamos.
You're Billy the Kid?
I am. You were the Tunstall boys.
That's right. It's a friend of mine, Charlie Beaudry.
It was nice meeting you. Sorry I was under these circumstances.
Billy. John Tunstall is my boss. And unlike Mr. Murphy, he's going to be fair to these people here. He's not going to cheat them. He's not going to kill them.
That's good to hear.
Hey. So maybe you'd like to meet Mr. Tunstall. And I'm sure he'd like to meet you.
I just came here to pay my respects. And for what it's worth, Manuel's killer's been arrested.
You know that won't do anything. Murphy's got the law in his pocket.
You did something remarkable today, Billy. I'd sure like to have you on our side.
Sorry for your loss.
Feelings are running real high in Lincoln. I spoke with your friend, S01E07. Even he says he can't control the anger over the shooting. If we're not careful, we're going to have riots and burnings like we had before.
Maybe he goes away for a while. Gets re-educated. Comes back over to your side as a lawman. Anything that takes him away from here but gets him a job. Yeah?
What about the people here? What about the Mexicans? They're screaming for justice.
All right. This is what you tell him. Tell him that he's been sent to a higher court. Maybe out in Santa Fe or even further away, but a court that can decide to hang him. That's what you tell him.
Is that Dolan?
Gentlemen.
Mr. Dolan?
Mr. Murphy salutes your actions. We understand that you had no other choice. This farmer is deliberately breaking his deal with us. Now, we warned him. He didn't listen. These Mexicans, they need to learn the American way. Because our word is our bond. And if we make a deal, we stick to it. So should they.
Mr. Murphy will take care of Pat. Now, the Major would like to give his thanks to you all for coming out to support his business.
He appreciates it. So, here's some crates of whiskey as a sign of his pleasure and his support. Enjoy.
Here you go, boys.
Whoa!
Give Mr. Murphy our thanks.
Oh, he'll get your message, Jesse.
All right, gents.
Grab the case.
Boys, over here. Get over here. Some more of that.
Let's get down, boys.
Pick up, boys.
I didn't get your name last time you were in.
I need to speak to Tunstall.
He's not here. Is there anything I can help you with? Can I tell him who's asking for him?
George Coe told me that someone in the store was asking to speak to Mr. Tunstall yesterday. I thought it might be you.
Might have been.
Mr. Tunstall's away. But if you want, you can go and meet his lawyer, Mr. McSween. He can give you a good account of what's actually happening here in Lincoln.
What is actually happening here in Lincoln, Charlie? Because everybody around here seems to have their own angle on it. What's yours?
Well, I think we're on the verge of a big war. A war between Murphy and Tunstall. And as far as I can see, one side is right, and the other side is plain wrong.
I agree to meet with McSween. It has to be in secret. No one can know about it. You can tell McSween. It's just a friendly visit. Not ready to commit to anything. I still work for Murphy. I got friends in that camp. They're dangerous people, Charlie. More dangerous than you know.
Hey there, Irene. Come to join in?
If you'll have me, Sam.
Sweet.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Senorita, ma'am.
My. It's Billy the Kid, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Do not call me that. It makes me feel old, and I am not old.
I didn't mean to suggest you were.
I'm really so happy to see you, Billy.
Want to start a new game?
Oh, no, you go on. I'll watch. Here's to you, Billy.
Well, I really should be going, gentlemen.
Oh, no, don't go. Stay. Walk me home later.
I'll walk you home, Irene.
Good night.
Fill me in, Sam.
Thanks for the game, Sam.
Gracias. No nos vamos a tardar, Pablo. Vamos a recoger las cartas en el hotel.
Charlie, who is that?
Her name is Senorita Dulcinea del Tabosco. She comes from one of the richest Mexican families in the territory. They have a ranch outside Lincoln.
Ahora sí llegaron todas las cartas.
must be Billy. I'm Alex McSween. A great pleasure to meet you.
And you.
I'm sure Charlie's told you something about what's happening here in Lincoln. I'm now the lawyer for Mr. John Tunstall. Not so long ago, I was persuaded to leave Santa Fe to act as the lawyer for Major Lawrence Murphy. Unfortunately, I soon discovered that Murphy himself was a crook. That, I believe, is the same situation you yourself now face. I have a feeling, a strong feeling, that after tonight, your whole life will change. And it will change for the better. Believe me, I know. For this is the time and place you have waited for all your life. Only you never knew it.